He was not on his side of the road. He was using the center of the road, and scares me the most right now, a little bit fearful of it, is going downhill with no brakes or like very extremely icy road conditions with little to no brakes is a scary thing. And it's a reality. These are things that can happen. Like right now, we're going down a hill. Oh, it looks like it's going back uphill a little bit. But yeah, this snow is deep. Hopefully we get through it. All we can do is rely on our skill, keep constant momentum, don't change gears. That's the big thing of driving in the winter. In deep snow is maintaining momentum while not changing gear. So select your gear and stay in it. Mostly that's it. Right now I'm holding second gear at 2000 RPM and I'm just letting the torque of the engine really do its thing. Because we're still climbing. And as we climb more and more, as you can see on the sides, they've been plowing it a little bit, but not a lot. And the issue I have now, I did plan ahead for this. I packed a week worth of food and water and clothing. I have 300 liters of extra diesel. Obviously we fixed the pump yesterday, but I wanted to make sure I have everything I need if I do get stuck on this road and I need to wait for assistance from a plow or from the RCMP, not knowing I came down the other side. They are tracking who comes up and who comes down, and if they say you're passing through, then they'll keep an eye out, and if they don't see you in 2 or 3 hours, they said, then they will send someone up to come check. So, which is good. That is excellent. I'm happy they're doing that. We're almost over this bridge. We've got 69 kilometers of this bridge left, or this road. Okay, so we're gonna just get on the exhaust brake right now. We're gonna get her down to first. We're gonna let the exhaust brake hold the truck back. That's going to slow down the wheel rotation but not lock up the tires, causing it to slide, which is what we want to avoid. We want the tires to keep momentum and grab in the snow, but we don't want them to slide, because the moment they slide, we're pretty much on a toboggan at that point. And that's the bad side. We don't want that. We want this to be absolutely controlled, and I have the exhaust brake set to max, so right now it's holding us back. Turn down the music, we don't need it. So I know it seems like we're crawling, we are. Because we're on an 8% grade on a foot deep of snow on unknown weather conditions. This is unusual for BC not to have this plowed. So we're just going to let the truck sit in first gear, 2 grand, and just let her coast down the hill. I'd rather get there today, even if it takes 2 hours longer. I'd rather get there in one piece and safe and sound than try to get there faster and hurt myself. So that's what we're going to do, and that's how it's going to happen. Plus, the sides of these roads, if you go off on these roads, man, whoa, you're better off writing your truck off, because to the right of us, easily a 40 or 50 foot drop, and to the left of us, I know it doesn't seem like it's high, but I can tell you right now, it's easily a 4 or 5 foot drop into that ditch, and it's all rock. So yeah, we're gonna change up a gear here. We want to keep momentum if we hit any hills. So right now I'm using Google Maps using the exhaust brake on max. So the moment I come off the throttle, it will just start exhaust braking. So pretty much like right now, we're cruising, and as soon as I come off, the exhaust brake's on. We need to thaw the side of the glass. I'm having a hard time seeing now, so we need to get that cleared off. Full send. Full send. There. Alright, there we go. Alright, go a little bit faster. It's going to be a long 60-something kilometers. It's going to take probably an hour and a half to get over this mountain. Knowing that this thing has all kinds of sharp turns. Now this is the scary part of this whole hill right here. This is the worrisome part. So if you've never driven on the Duffy Road, these bridges, some of them are made of wood, and once they're covered in snow, they're hard. Now right here is a big issue too. You see right now we're climbing up a 14% grade. I'd be surprised if we get up this. I'm trying my best to maintain momentum without pushing the truck too hard to spin. But I can tell you right now, it's deep. This snow is insane. We're just going first gear, 2,500 RPM. We're almost out of our RPM range. If you don't own a Cummins, it's 3,100 RPM is what this truck redlines at from the factory, or stops, governor's out, or wherever the hell it is. I want to change gear, but I don't want to. I'm just going to let it eat. I'm just going to let her crawl up. Let her do her thing. Temps are looking good. We're at 210 and 170 on the transmission. With it being -2 outside, I don't see us having an overheating issue. I'm going to grab another gear. This is an insane situation. Alright, so we got plow right there. That's good. I got a key to that. It's a GCB, so my GCB key I have working it. So worst case scenario, if I get stuck, I just have to backhaul about whatever mini distance. Grab that. I know, like, to some people you're like, oh my god, you're gonna just steal someone's piece of equipment. No, it's just sitting there out in the open. The city uses it, and if you have a key to it, they're fine with you using it to help yourself. Just put it back, I guess. At least in my experience, I've taken them off the side of the road, used them for something, and then put them back just for emergency situations. Okay. The Jake brake sounds so good in this. Since it's straight pipe, just go on. That's engine brake right now. Jake brake's not kicking in. Engine brake's enough to slow us down. I don't want to exceed 30. There we go. they have not done anything since the mudslides up here. And with how much snow has fallen on the ground already, I can guarantee you there will be an avalanche probably here eventually. So you got mudslides and you have avalanches. That's kind of your story. That's it. The thing that makes me confident is that Subaru passed us, which tells me that this road is passable still. So that's what I care about. And we're just going to take our time and we're just going to do this. I'm going to leave the camera recording the whole time. I think it can go for a while. It's got 4 hours of footage I can put on this SD card then until I have to switch it. So we'll just roll with this, so if something happens, we have it on film. Per 100 climbing up, are now down to almost 12 liters per 100 because we've been descending the whole time pretty much for a while now with barely any throttle. I haven't even spooled up the turbo yet. The only time the turbo spools is when I have the exhaust brake turning on. That's when the turbo spools. Fuel line pressure is then 7.2 KSI. Trans is back down to 165, so she's going good. I'm just glad we don't have large snowflakes, because I can actually utilize my lights. When you have big snowflakes and LEDs, it looks like you're going to the Star Trek universe of when they teleport. Oh, that guy lost traction there. Wow, it's beautiful up here. You know what though? There's a reason why I chose to drive this at 3 o'clock in the morning and not in the afternoon where I can see everything. Well, actually, with my vision, I can see everything as if it's daylight outside with these lights on. Because the snow reflects all this white light, and you literally can see everything. Imagine the camera shows that somewhat too. Holy crap. I'm guessing that guy was debating. I bet you that's where he turned around and his girlfriend's like, are we gonna make this? And he turned around, pulled over, they had a thought, they had a conversation about it, and then they went, we're already halfway over it, might as well keep going. I don't blame her, like, this is pretty intense. The thing is, now we're going downhill, so we're gonna keep the momentum, but at the same time, we're just gonna let the truck take its time, take its course, do what it needs to do. We're at 40 kilometers an hour, or 25 miles an hour. No need to race here. Even though the speed limit on this road, I think it's like 80 or 90, which is ridiculous. We just take our time, we let the truck eat, we let her do her thing, and that's that. Okay, so we want to keep the truck at 40. So now with the exhaust brake on the Ram, when you have it set for max or automatic, you dab the brake up where you want the exhaust brake to turn on. So I wanted it to turn on at 40 kilometers an hour. So if it goes over that, it will use the exhaust brake to slow us down back down to 40, instead of us having to rely on the truck itself, per se. Look at this. We have a Ram 3500 behind us, just fucking ripping it because he has four-wheel drive, and it's like, I can go anywhere. Actually, I don't think it's a Ram 3500. I think it's a Ford. Yeah, I think it's a Ford, an F450 or 350 maybe, like an older one. But see, you get these people on this road who think they know how to drive, and they tend to cause accidents. Like, he's all over. I can see his assets sliding everywhere, and he's riding my trailer's ass, as if to say, like, oh, I want to get past you. So next pull out, I will pull over, or on the next People like that are the reasons why we have accidents on the highway. Because they have four-wheel drive and they think, hey, I have four-wheel drive, I can go fast. What they don't realize is, yes, four-wheel drive helps you move. Sure as fuck doesn't help you stop. Oh, look at that, on the brakes. I haven't had to touch my brakes yet. I've just been letting the truck do the work. Oh, fuck. That guy's fucking ballsy. He's willing to play with more risk than what I'm willing to. And that's just facts. Actually, he's sliding. You can see on the road tire marks. He's actually pretty much sliding constantly. Whatever. Have at her, buddy. Exhaust brake. Mwah. I love the sound of it. Hopefully we don't see that guy in the ditch, because that would really suck. I would obviously help him. I can tell you right now, I would have some choice fucking words for the guy. Ever get the chance to come up here, it's a lovely place in the wintertime. It's amazing to look at. Just very dangerous to drive. It's one of those roads where if you don't have experience on snow and ice and like all that stuff, don't come up here. And don't be cocky confident like the guy in the dually. Now he might make it down safely driving like an ass, but at the end of the day, he's playing with fire. And I mean big time, because like I said, four-wheel drive, it gets you going in the snow. Absolutely it does. It doesn't stop you though, so I'm hoping he has good winter tires on it for his safety. Doesn't look like he does, because you can see on the road here, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, the tracks that I can see, but you can see his truck is constantly fighting with traction. You can see where the ABS system is engaging and disengaging all the tires constantly on the dirt track here, where he's like trying to get traction to go up stuff, or he's trying to stop. You can see sections of where his tires are locking up slightly. Another bridge. So yeah, whatever. He's gonna get down there. Hopefully. Or we're gonna see him in the ditch here. I wouldn't be surprised. Odds are it's probably an Indian guy just flying off his ass. They do that here. I don't understand why, but a lot of Indian drivers in Canada will drive on a road like this and go 60, 70 kilometers an hour, and then when they crash, they go, I don't know what happened. They have so much money because the government helps them out so much just to start, and then just they all live in the same house for like a family of five, or five siblings, or five complete families, and then they have these obnoxious houses where they live. But yeah, you get people like this guy who just fucking rips the mountain roads and just goes, I know how to drive on this road, I'm a professional. It's like, you're not. You're really not. You're just lucky. guy's literally riding his fucking brake pedal going down this hill. You can see it right now in the tracks, where you can see where the tires are locked up and they're smoothing out and causing ice. So yeah, down that hill, that guy was puckering. I guarantee you that guy was puckering down that hill. For sure. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the last one over this hill. This is fucking dangerous. I wouldn't let anyone drive on this fucking road. Like, this is insane. Like, right now, I'm just following his tracks because he plowed it pretty much. Hopefully we don't follow his tracks into a ditch. And I think this is going to be our trip pretty much here. From here to pretty much Prince George. I know that we're getting a snowstorm up north right now, a big one. So this might be our whole trip. Whatever. We made the deal. We'll get it there. We're not dangerous drivers. If it gets too bad, we'll pull over, we'll stop and wait for the storm to pass. We'll know when we get to like Highway 97, like Cache Creek area. We'll assess the road then. If it's like this in Cache Creek, then we're gonna be done for a bit. I'm not gonna drive in this conditions for another 800 and something kilometers at 40 kilometers an hour. It's not worth it. Just wait a couple days till the plows get out. We have cell service up here yet? I'm blown away they haven't put a cell tower up here. Do not stop here. There's a pull out. That's funny. Avalanche area, don't stop. But you have to pull out. End of avalanche. Just immediately just one thing after another. Now, unfortunately, to make some sad situation here, there is some people that died on this road during the storm we had. That closed all the highways. Unfortunately, I think it was 3 people that are confirmed dead now. Locked up his brakes again here, you can see. So unfortunately, RIP to whoever is in here. And I think there's still cars that are trapped in mud and stuff like that, and they just can't get access to them right now. Or maybe they have, I don't know. I know this road was closed for a while. I think when I get off this road, I'm going to check that front diff, make sure we still have fluid in it. Although, normally, this truck has a sensor in the fluid. It'll tell me if it's low, and then it would sit there and say diff overheating or some crap like that. Slippery it is, because this guy is like, he is insane. He's literally just riding his brake pedal right there. Look at, I don't know if you can see it in the camera. He's on his brakes right now. He's just locked up on his brakes, and the ABS system is just trying to slow the truck down going down this hill. If he didn't have ABS, I can tell you right now, he'd be in a fucking tree. For sure. It's just like, look, you can see the skid marks of it constantly locking up, just non-stop. How bad is it really? I'm kind of curious. Let's see how bad it is. I'm gonna hit my brakes. I haven't touched them yet since I've been going down this hill. Let's hit these brakes right here because I can see for a bit. Let's hit them. Oh yeah, that's just sheer fucking ice. I can't even stop. It's just sheer ice. The trailer went sideways on me. The trailer's just like, see y'all. And I have winter tires on, so. that's a sign. What the fuck? That took a minute to register. I thought that was like a big rig trailer in the fucking mountain range. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. No, big rig went off there. You'd never see him again. That is just a sheer fucking drop. There's a little cabin thing there, but holy fuck. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a little freaky. I can see all the way down into the valley. Holy mother of God, that's a long way down. I'd play music, but I don't know if it's copyright free or not. That's the scary part. This left side of this hill here, like maybe my eyes are deceiving me. Nope, they're not. I can see down there because of my light reflections, and it's just a sheer drop. We're starting to come back up now. Looks like it's now coming back up. Look at this. Look at this guy. He's spinning so much now that the snow is just dispersing everywhere. Hey, if he wrecks it, maybe I'll buy it. Give him 20 grand for the truck. Actually, I don't think it was even a Cummins turbo diesel. I think it was a Hemi. I don't think it was a diesel because it didn't sound like a diesel, and it didn't accelerate like a diesel. The guy went to pass me. He put his foot down, and it was already lifting off. And yeah, I know diesels are fast, like they're torque monsters, but the gasoline version of this truck is a lot faster on acceleration than the diesel. Well, that being said, they also weigh probably 1,000 pounds less. But it was just like a work truck thing. Nice little work truck, like a bighorn. Long box crew cab, 4x4 obviously. But I didn't see the Cummins logo on it. And it didn't have the exhaust like the Cummins. Yeah, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but he's like full on the brake here. We'll just let the exhaust brake do its thing. Oh, I love that noise. Just can't beat. Just listen to it. I don't know if you guys can actually hear anything or not. Oh, I don't know what it is, man. I love the sound of a Jake brake in the morning. Just a nice, good Jake brake just sounds amazing. Alright, let's pull her back here a bit, buddy. We're doing 50. I don't want to do 50. I'm comfortable at 40 on this road, and that's where I'm probably going to end up staying the whole route. Okay, we're at kilometer 45, or mile marker 45, so we're almost over this shit show. starting to get out of this mountain because we're starting to get a lot more moisture on the windshield. My truck's just idling at this speed. Just sitting there, just idling along at like 70 or 750 RPM. It's just like, doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm not even touching the throttle. This thing makes that much fucking torque. It's just sitting there keeping up with a plow truck at 40. Hey, now I don't mean to be a dick here, plow guy, but they kind of need you up the hill here, eh? Like down here, it doesn't look so bad. Up the hill there, though, she's that's another story altogether. Where's this guy rocking chains right now? I don't think he is. Doesn't look like it. I think he actually just got to work. Who knows? Oh, maybe this is Mr. Dooley. 'Cause I don't see any Dooley tracks anymore. Like in front of his truck, I don't see tire tracks. So maybe this guy in this truck ahead of us is actually the guy who blew by us as if we're sitting still. Which then begs the different, buddy, you should have lots of experience with this road and should not be fucking around with it. Or he's one of those people that truly do believe that four-wheel drive does help you stop. Because now he's doing 40. His truck could easily do 60. So odds are, he's probably just fucking, oh, I'm gonna back off, give you the space in case you start spinning out. I don't want to fucking blow in the nose of my truck. How long is this video now? road is me. You can tell that Ford guy, he hasn't been here, so he must have been the guy who was doing this guy's route first and is now switching routes or heading home, and this guy's the takeover. Maybe, I don't know. Because there's no tracks in front of us at all. It's just flat ground. This guy's literally paving the way. very much, it looks like it's going to be clear, so we're going to continue on to Cornell today. Get the first load dropped off, then we'll hit Prince George. I know we're hitting a snowstorm on the way through there, so hopefully everything works out well.